Over the course of this management class, I've gained a much deeper understanding of what it really means to be an effective leader, not just in a workplace, but in any team environment. Two of the most influential concepts for me were leadership styles and their effect on the team's performance, and Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Starting with leadership styles, I learned that there isn't one perfect way to lead. Different situations call for different approaches, whether it's authoritative, democratic, or more hands-off approach. What stood out to me the most is how much a leader's style can directly affect teams' motivation, communication, and even their overall results. For example, a leader who encourages input and collaboration can make employees feel more valued, which often leads to better performance from everyone around. Before this class, I used to think being a good manager just meant being in charge and making decisions. But now I see that it's more about adapting to your team and creating the right environment for them to succeed in the workplace. The second concept that really impacted me was Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This idea helped me understand that people are motivated by more than just money or instructions. They have different levels of needs, from basic security to feeling respected and fulfilled. What made this meaningful is realizing that if needs aren't met, performance and motivation can suffer. It made management feel more human to me because it shows that understanding people is just as important as managing tasks. In terms of real life application, I can already see how I would use these concepts in both my current and future jobs. As a team member, I would be more aware of how I communicate and contribute, making sure I support a positive and collaborative environment. If I'm in a leadership position, I would focus on adjusting my leadership style depending on the situation I am in. For example, if my team is new or unsure, I might be more structured and guiding. But if they are experienced, I would give them more independence and trust in themselves. Also, using Maslow's theory, I would try to understand what motivates the people I'm working with. Instead of just assuming everyone is driven by the same things, I'd pay attention to whether they need recognition, support, or even opportunities to grow themselves. This would change how I make decisions, communicate, and even how I handle conflict, because I'd be thinking more about people's needs rather than just the outcome of what happens. This course has definitely changed the way I view management. Before, I saw managers as people who mainly give orders and make sure work gets done. Now, I see them as leaders who shape the entire work environment and influence how people feel and perform. I also realize that good leadership requires emotional intelligence, flexibility, and strong communication skills, not just authority. One of the biggest changes in my perspective is that I no longer think of leadership as something only certain people are naturally good at. I now understand that it's a skill that can be developed with practice and self awareness. That's something I plan to carry with me moving forward. Looking ahead, the management skills I most want to continue developing are communication, adaptability, and decision making. I want to get better at understanding different personalities and knowing how to respond in different situations. I also want to improve my ability to lead under pressure while still keeping my team motivated and focused. This course will definitely influence my career goals by making me more open to leadership roles in the future. I feel more confident that I can grow into a strong manager. I can do this by applying what I've learned and continue to build these skills I've learned over time. Overall, this class helped me realize that management is not just about controlling outcomes. It's also about understanding the people around you, what type of styles they like, and how they want to do their work, building relationships with the people around you to see how they want stuff done, and creating an environment where everyone can succeed in the workplace with how you are managing them. Thank you.